On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Avid.
Characterized by enthusiasm and vigorous pursuit, especially of an interest or activity.
Examples:
Avid baseball fan. Have avid eyes. She was an avid reader and spent hours every day lost in a book.
Idol.
An image or representation of a god or goddess, or a person or thing that is greatly admired, loved, or revered.
Examples:
Idol worship. Idol singer. He was an idol to his fans, who looked up to him as a role model.
Contest.
A competition in which people compete for supremacy in a sport or other activity, a struggle between rivals.
Examples:
A speech contest. A close contest. There was a vast contest between the two tribes.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Poet.
A person who writes poetry.
Examples:
A court poet. A poet of sorts. She is a talented poet who has been recognized for her work.
Competition.
A situation in which someone is attempting to beat or outperform another.
Examples:
The first round of the competition. Interspecific competition. Global competition is rising in virtually every industry.
Broadcast.
To send out a program or some information on radio or television.
Examples:
Broadcast a concert. Broadcast a radio ad. Most of the programs are broadcast in this area.
Recite.
To say a poem, piece of literature, etc. aloud from memory.
Examples:
Recite a charm. Recite a long list of the article. He could recite all of Shakespeare's works.
Poetry.
Poems in general as a genre of literature.
Examples:
modern poetry, book of poetry. Different cultures have different comfortable word rhythms, so the composition of poetry varies greatly.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Singe.
To burn something slightly or superficially, usually by mistake.
Examples:
Singe off the hair over the flames. Singe the edges of a fabric. I didn't realize the iron was still hot and singed my dress.
Talent.
A natural ability to be good at something, someone who has a natural ability to be good at something.
Examples:
A person of diverse talents. Raw talent. Numerous great professional sports talents have come from this city.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Merit.
The quality of being particularly good or worthy, especially to deserve praise or reward.
Examples:
Merit-based. The order of merit. She was promoted based on her merits as a hardworking and dedicated employee.
Tribal.
Relating to a social group or tribe, especially a preliterate society.
Examples:
Tribal culture. Tribal community. The tribal leaders gathered for a summit to discuss important issues.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Integrate.
To combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples:
Integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
extraordinary ability, extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Volunteer.
A person who performs or offers to perform a job or service without being paid for or forced to do.
Examples:
seek volunteers. My volunteer work. The teachers make full use of volunteer assistance.
Fan.
A person who admires and supports a person, group, sport, sports team, etc., a device for creating a current of air by the movement of a surface or surfaces.
Examples:
a film fan. Engine cooling fan. I'm a big fan of French food.
Countryside.
Rural areas or regions outside of cities and urban centers, often characterized by open fields, farmland, forests, and countryside scenery.
Examples:
countryside scenery. Countryside lifestyle. The small village in the countryside was perfect for a quiet getaway.
Candidate.
A person who is seeking or being considered for some kind of position, title, honor, or award, a job applicant.
Examples:
candidate selection. PhD candidate. The candidate's platform focused on healthcare reform and reducing income inequality.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Ethnic.
Relating or belonging to a group of people who share a cultural tradition.
Examples:
ethnic minority. Single ethnic group. Each ethnic group has its unique rituals.
Allegiance.
Loyalty or faithfulness to a person, country, cause, or belief, a pledge or oath of loyalty.
Examples:
Loyal allegiance. Show allegiance. The soldiers pledged their allegiance to their country.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples.
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Conservative.
Holding traditional views and values and opposed to change or innovation.
Examples.
A conservative society. Conservative about production. He always makes a conservative estimation when predicting future sales.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples.
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Documentary.
A film or a radio or television program that gives facts and information about a subject, of or derived from official documents.
Examples.
A documentary film. Documentary proof. He won an award for that short documentary.
Urge.
To spur on or encourage someone, especially by cheers and shouts. Noun, a strong desire or impulse, especially one that is difficult to control or resist.
Examples.
Urge a total ban. A sexual urge. The lobbyist urged Congress not to approve the measure.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples.
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Confide.
To reveal private or secret information to someone, to trust someone with a confidence.
Examples.
Confide in you. Confide a secret. He confided in her, telling her his deepest secrets.
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples.
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position.
Tribe.
A social group made up of members who live together, sharing the same language, culture, religion, etc., especially those who do not live in towns or cities.
Examples.
Aboriginal tribe. Mountain tribe. The tribe had distinctly defined gender roles.
Universal.
Existing or affecting everywhere or everyone.
Examples.
Universal life. Principles of universal design. The picture earned near universal acclaim from critics.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Engaging.
Attracting, pleasant, or charming.
Examples:
Engaging story. An engaging smile. She was disbarred for her engaging in fraud.
Gulf.
A large ocean inlet or deep bay that is partially enclosed by land.
Examples:
Gulf War. Gulf Stream. The Gulf of Mexico is a body of water in the southern United States.
Precipitate.
To cause something to happen suddenly or unexpectedly, to cause a solid substance to form from a dissolved liquid or gas by means of a chemical reaction or physical process.
Examples:
Precipitate a reaction. Precipitate a global energy crisis. The sudden rainstorm will precipitate flooding in low-lying areas.
Revival.
An instance of bringing something back to life, popularity, or prominence, a period of renewed interest or enthusiasm in something that was previously considered outdated or old-fashioned.
Examples:
Revival meeting. Revival of the economy. The town's economy experienced a revival after opening a new factory.
Ban.
To officially or legally forbid or refuse to allow something.
Examples:
Ban gender-related job discrimination. Ban any type of cloning. We should ban mildly violent video games from a child's development perspective.
Reintroduce.
To bring back something that has been previously abolished or discontinued.
Examples:
Reintroduce species. Reintroduce capital punishment. The government is planning to reintroduce wolves to the national park to restore the balance of the ecosystem.
Grace.
A quality of being pleasing, especially in appearance or manner, a temporary exemption, especially an extended period granted as a special favor, a short prayer of thanks before a meal.
Examples:
Say a grace. End of the grace period. The old oak tree stood with grace and majesty in the park's center.
Avenge.
To get revenge or seek retribution for a perceived wrong or injury, often in the form of punishment, retaliation, or vindication.
Examples:
Avenge a friend. Avenge an injustice. He sought to avenge his brother's death by seeking justice through the legal system.
Formulate.
To create or develop a plan, system, theory, or formula. To express an idea or concept in a clear, precise manner.
Examples:
Formulate a response. Formulate idea. The scientists worked together to formulate a plan for their research project.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Substance.
The real physical material of which a thing or person consist, the most important or main part of some idea or experience, an illegal drug.
Examples:
An explosive substance. Substance abuse problem. The substance of the argument was well presented.
Unseen.
Not seen or noticed, not perceived.
Examples:
Unseen danger. An unseen force. The consequences of the pandemic remain unseen as scientists continue to research the virus.